Have you ever held a dollar coin and thought, this could be worth thousands? Well, today we're going to talk about a coin that might look like pocket change but can actually be worth hundreds, even tens of thousands of dollars. That's right. The 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar is one of those coins you don't want to ignore. Some of these coins have sold at auctions for huge amounts. We're talking about prices that could buy you a new car, pay off your rent for a year, or even take you on a luxury vacation. So if you've got one of these coins lying around, or maybe your grandma gave you one, you'll want to watch till the end. In 1979, the U.S. Mint released a new dollar coin. It had a woman on it, Susan B. Anthony, a real person who fought for women's rights. This was a big deal because it was the first time a real woman, not a symbol or a figure, was put on U.S. money. The coin was made to be small and easy to carry, but it was often mistaken for a quarter, so people didn't love it at first. Even though it wasn't very popular, the coin was made in big numbers. But here's the twist, not all of them are the same. Some of these coins have mistakes or special features that make them very rare and very valuable. Let's talk about the 1979 S version of the coin. The S stands for San Francisco, where it was made. There are two kinds of these, regular coins and proof coins. Proof coins are made with more care, and they look extra shiny. They are made for collectors, not for spending. Some of these proof coins have a special mint mark and S that is very clear. This version is called the Type 2 Clear S. It's harder to find than the regular, blurry S, which is called Type 1. If you have the Clear S version in perfect condition, it can be worth over $1,000. Some have sold for $2,000 or more, depending on how perfect they are. But that's not all. The real treasures are the coins that were made with errors. These are called error coins, and they happen when the machines at the mint mess up. For example, some coins were stamped on the wrong kind of metal. These are called wrong planchet errors. Imagine a dollar coin that was stamped on a dime's metal. It's smaller and thinner than normal. One of these coins sold for over $10,000. Another was made on a penny planchet and sold for over $7,000. These kinds of errors are super rare, but they do exist, and collectors are willing to pay big money to own them. There are also coins that were not centered properly. These are called off-center strikes. If the picture on the coin looks like it's sliding off to one side, that could be a valuable error. Some of these off-center coins have sold for $500 to $800. If it's really off-center and in great shape, it might be worth even more. Another type of mistake is called a clipped planchet. That's when the coin looks like a small piece is missing from the edge, almost like someone took a bite out of it. These can be worth anywhere from $25 to over $1,000, depending on how big the clip is and what condition the coin is in. Let's not forget about condition. This is a huge deal when it comes to value. Even if your coin has no errors, if it's in perfect condition, it could still be worth hundreds. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin that's almost perfect, like MS-67 or MS-68, can sell for $3,000 to $5,000. So always check your coin for scratches, dents, or wear. The better it looks, the more it could be worth. There's also a version called the wide rim or near-date coin. It was made in Philadelphia, not San Francisco, but it's from the same year 1979. This one looks slightly different because the edge is thicker, and the date is closer to the rim. It's not an error, but it's still rarer than the regular version. One of these sold for around $6,995 in top condition. So now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is rare or valuable? First, check the mint mark. If there's an S under Susan's neck, it's from San Francisco. If it's clear and sharp, and the coin looks super shiny, you might have a Type 2 proof. Second, look at the edge of the coin. If there's a piece missing or it looks weird, it could be a clipped planchet. If the picture is off-center, that's another good sign. If the coin looks way smaller or thinner than a normal dollar, it might be one of those wrong planchet errors. And lastly, check the condition. If it looks like it just came from the mint with no scratches or marks, it might be in a high grade, which means big money. It's amazing how a simple-looking coin from 1979 can be worth so much today. And people are still finding them. You don't need to be a professional collector to get lucky. These coins show up in old piggy banks, inherited coin collections, or even in your change from the store. One lucky person found a rare error coin and sold it for over $12,000. That's life-changing for something that started out as just $1. If you have a coin and you're not sure what it's worth, you can take it to a coin shop, or even look online. Sites like eBay show what people are paying for coins. Just type in 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar and check the prices. If your coin has an error or is in great shape, you'll know right away if you've got something special. So next time you see a Susan B. Anthony dollar, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. Coins like these remind us that hidden treasures can be anywhere. A simple dollar could turn into thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Thanks for watching and learning about this amazing coin. Don't forget to check your change, check your drawers, and even ask your relatives if they have old coins. You might just find a coin that's not only rich in history, but rich in value too. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people think is only worth 25 cents could be one of the most valuable modern coins in America today. It's the 1976 bicentennial quarter, and in this video, I'm going to tell you the exciting story behind it, why collectors are going wild for certain rare era versions, and how you can check your own coins to see if you have one of these valuable treasures sitting in your house right now. Now, before you go digging through your change jar, let's talk about why this coin is so special. The year 1976 marked the 200th anniversary of the United States. That's what bicentennial means. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint made a brand new design for the quarter, featuring a Revolutionary War drummer on the back, with a torch surrounded by 13 stars. It also had a unique date. Instead of saying just 1 year, like 1976, it says 1776 to 1976, to honor the birth of the nation. This special design only appeared for 1 year, and it was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D, and San Francisco, S, mint mark. Most of these coins are very common. They made over 800 million of the 1976 D version. But here's the thing, just a tiny number of these coins have rare minting errors, and those are the ones collectors are paying crazy money for. So, what kind of errors are we talking about? One of the most valuable is a double die error, especially on the front of the coin where it says, Liberty, or, In God We Trust. If the letters look thick, fuzzy, or slightly shadowed, that could be doubling. Some of these have sold for $5,000 to $15,000 depending on their condition. But it gets better. Some 1976 D quarters have an even rarer problem. They were struck on the wrong metal planchet. Instead of being made from the regular copper nickel clad, they were struck on 40% silver planchets by mistake. These were supposed to be only for collectors' coins made in San Francisco. But somehow, a few of them were made in Denver with the D mint mark, and they slipped into circulation. These silver error quarters are very rare, and some of them have sold for over $39,000 at auction. Now, the most exciting of all is a combo error. A 1976 D quarter that has a double die strike, was struck on a silver planchet, and is also in mint state condition. These are super rare, and a few examples have sold privately for $58,000 or more. But one particular coin, in nearly perfect condition with multiple errors and graded MS-68, was reported to be sold for $86,000 to a private collector. That's right, a regular-looking quarter turning into nearly $90,000. It's mind-blowing. So how do you know if your 1976 D quarter is worth that kind of money? First, check the back of the coin. It should have the drummer boy and the dual date, 1776 to 1976. Then, look just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the front of the coin. If there's a small D mark, that means it's from the Denver Mint, and that's the one we're focusing on. Now grab a magnifying glass or zoom in with your phone. Look at the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, and even the date. If you see any signs of doubling like shadowy letters or thick edges, that could be a double die. Then, check the color and weight. If the coin looks a bit dull or grayish compared to your other quarters, and if it feels a little heavier or different, it might be a silver planchet error. Another clue is the ring test. Drop the coin gently on a hard surface. If it sounds high-pitched like a bell, it might be silver. If it's a dull clunk, it's probably regular metal. But the best way to know for sure is to have the coin weighed and tested by a coin expert or grading company like PCGS or NGC. If your coin checks out, do not clean it, that can lower its value. Keep it in a soft cloth or coin holder, and get it graded. The grade of the coin, how perfect it is, plays a huge role in the price. A coin with errors in bad shape might be worth $500. But the same coin in mint state can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands. Even if your coin doesn't have all the rare features, regular 1976 bicentennial quarters are becoming more collectible over time, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. Some people are even paying $50 to $100 just for very clean ones. The market for error coins is heating up. Collectors today love coins that tell a story, and the 1976 bicentennial quarter is full of history. It celebrates America's birth, honors the Revolution, and has multiple rare errors that make it one of the most exciting coins to hunt for today. So the next time you get change at the store or find some old coins in a drawer, don't just toss them aside. Check each one carefully. You never know, one of those quarters could be a hidden gem worth $39,000, $58,000, or maybe even $86,000. And all it takes is one lucky find to change everything. This is why so many people are now going through their coins. It's like a modern-day treasure hunt. Anyone can do it. No special skills needed. Just look, compare, and be curious. The rarest coins are still out there, not locked away in museums, but sitting in pockets, jars, and coin rolls across the country. So go ahead, check your coins today. Because your next quarter might not be worth 25 cents, it might be worth enough to buy a car, pay off debt, or even take that dream vacation.